In a world where fame is a double-edged sword and privacy is a treasure more rare than diamonds, some stories unfold not with headlines, but in whispers. This is one of those stories. The story of Jing Ting and Zhang Ruonan. They didn't start with declarations. No grand scandals. No explosive tabloids. Just a film. A shared project. A story told on screen. So tender, so natural, that fans couldn't help but wonder. Were they acting, or simply being themselves? In the film, they were lovers. But off-screen, there was something even more delicate. Something unsaid, unconfirmed, untouched by tabloids but deeply felt by anyone paying close attention. Every glance held for a beat too long. Every smile that lingered past the script. Every casual shoulder bump that looked too effortless to be rehearsed. Backstage, their interactions were calm. Subtle, like the eye of a storm no one else could feel. Some fans kept receipts. "Look," they'd say, pointing to behind-the-scenes footage. "She's watching him when he isn't looking. He waits for her to finish her sentence before he speaks. He opens the door, every single time." But then months passed. Then a year. Rumors came and went. They moved on to other roles. Other interviews. Other co-stars. And still, nothing. No confirmation. No denial. Just silence. Until one night, beneath a quiet sky, everything changed. There were no red carpets. No event lighting. Just a dimly lit street. A night when celebrities, too, are allowed to breathe. But someone was watching. A passerby, perhaps. Or maybe fate. Because what happened next wasn't staged. It wasn't for anyone. It was for them. Jing Ting and Zhang Ruonan. Holding hands. That alone was enough to ignite the fandom. But it wasn't the hand-holding that broke hearts wide open. It was what followed. They didn't rush away. Didn't pretend. Instead, they danced. Yes, danced. Right there, under the soft wash of a yellow street lamp. No music. No choreography. Just a dance. Small steps. Twirls. Clumsy giggles. Synchronized in spirit, if not in rhythm. It was childlike. Silly. Even. But deeply, heartbreakingly real. It was like watching two souls meet again after a long separation, one fan wrote on Weibo. Like they'd promised each other, "One day, when no one is watching, let's just be us." Their hands never parted, not once. Even when they noticed the camera, yes, they saw it, they didn't let go. They simply slowed, smiled faintly, and walked away. Together. No PR team has spoken since. No agency statement. No damage control. Just the echo of their steps, and the internet losing its collective breath. Flashback begins. Rewatch the press tour footage now, and everything feels new again. The way Jing Ting would always wait for Ruonan to finish laughing before answering. The way Ruonan would adjust his sleeve quietly during long interviews, only when he shifted in her direction. One moment, especially, resurfaced online. A clip from a variety show, when the host jokingly asked, "If your co-star had a boyfriend, would you still be close?" Jing Ting's reply. He smiled gently and said, "If he treats her well, I'll step back. But I don't think anyone else would know how to hold her hand properly." At the time, it was brushed off as humor. Now, fans are dissecting every syllable. Flashback ends. Back to the present, emotions are running wild. Hashtags exploded. Hashtag Jing Ruonan hand in hand. Hashtag silent love. Hashtag dance under the lamp. Fan art flooded platforms within hours. Scenes of two silhouettes under lamplight, hands locked, hearts glowing. Some skeptics call it PR. But longtime followers know, Jing Ting avoids noise. He doesn't chase the limelight outside of work. And Zhang Ruonan, she guards her inner world like a fortress. Quiet, thoughtful, composed. If this were for publicity, why at night? Why without a photographer? Why no caption? No, this wasn't for us. It just happened to reach us. And maybe that's what makes it so special. Love, real love, doesn't need announcements. It lives in soft gestures. In the way someone adjusts their pace to match yours. In a gaze that never rushes away. In the decision to keep holding hands when the whole world is watching. And that dance, it was a memory, a private ritual, maybe something they used to do backstage. Maybe a promise they made. When this is all over, let's meet again and dance like no one's watching. But someone was. And we're grateful for it. One comment summed it up best. For years, they've spoken in code. Last night, they spoke clearly. Without a word. Since then, stylists and colleagues have quietly engaged. A post from a makeup artist who once worked with both, simply captioned, "Sparkles. Love always finds its light." Sparkles. An actor from the same drama commented under an unrelated post with a heart and moon emoji. Deleted within minutes. Even a cafe they once visited posted a cryptic message. Some stories don't need to be told. They just need to be felt. So what now? Will there be a public confirmation? Perhaps not. Perhaps this was the confirmation. Not in words, but in motion. In stillness. In a dance no one expected to witness. Because some love stories don't unfold in press conferences. They unfold in small, glowing moments. In the quiet between camera flashes. In one hand reaching for another, and not letting go. So we ask you now. Do you believe in a love that doesn't shout but stays? Do you think this was a message meant for us, or just a happy accident? Was it a soft confession? Or simply the end of their hiding? We may never know. But sometimes, what's left unspoken is the most honest thing of all. If this story touched you, leave a comment below. Let your heart speak. And if you believe in quiet love, the kind that dances under moonlight without needing a stage, please like, share, and subscribe. Because love doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes, it just holds your hand. And never lets go.